speculate, offer hearsay, and then they can try to use such suspect information to find a person guilty of some wrongdoing and then act against the accused. In this case, as I say, perjury, contempt, or with Williamson, if they decide this is going on, excuse me, they can ask to remove him from office. Now these prerogatives, the oath and the subpoena power, are prerogatives used in good faith, if used in good faith, are the basis for helping get at the truth. You know, in the courts, there's certain rules to protect against this kind of testimony coming in because it's not reliable. There, the oath is you must testify to what you know, not what someone else told you and therefore it becomes hearsay, not a rumor, not speculation. You have to have personal experience of the question that's being asked you before it's admitted. This is not true in this hearing. Everything comes in, including the kitchen sink. And the question is whether or not these council members will take that speculation, rumor, hearsay, and move against somebody, to remove them from office, to have them charged with perjury. Who knows? Fortunately, it ultimately would end up in the courts and before the prosecutor's office. But in the meantime, weeks, months may go by with this onus of perjury or contempt hanging over the person's name. And a year down the road, somebody will say, you know, I heard his name. He was in trouble doing something. He committed some kind of a crime. That's the kind of concern you must have for this kind of an inquisition. Now, there are some good people, I think, on the council that will be fair, even though they may have a like or a dislike for somebody. But this hearing against Williamson is so tainted and explosive. It has a political atmosphere which I don't know how you're going to come to the truth, or even if there is truth, how these people will react to it, whether they'll use their political hatchets to get somebody they don't like. You know, whether you like Williamson or not, and I think he's kind of a buffoon, it's hard to imagine how he can get a fair hearing in this kind of an atmosphere. You know, like or dislike him, truth is supposed to be the bottom line here. Now, with this backdrop, let's examine what the issues are that the council is considering and look at some of last Tuesday night's testimony, which I think is a pertinent testimony, to see if they are making an honest effort, the council is making an honest effort to get at the truth. Are they using this enormous power that I just described you to settle political debts? Now here's what this hearing is all about. Here's the allegations, but let me add this caveat first. These allegations of using employees illegally by Williamson were brought by his outspoken and his fierce personal and political enemies. They hate him with a passion. I'm not so sure he doesn't hate them back, but probably does. The issue here is, are these complaints made by these enemies of Williamson credible? And the issue is, did Williamson order, in this case Woodlawn Park over there off Court Street, to be fixed up specifically for his wife's political picnic to be held there? And then the second issue, and if he did, was it illegal? So you got two questions. Did he order this? And if he did, is it illegal? We want to talk about those things here. Also, was some of the park equipment, for example, painted colors, red, white, and blue? Which are his wife's colors for this campaign, along with every Republican and Democrat in the United States? Were they specially painted for that purpose, to help her campaign? And were some of the colors of Michigan State and the University of Michigan, maize and blue and green and white, painted to fit at this park to fit the